Coming up in the news, ABACOnians taking advantage of the opportunities that exist at the Bahamas Development Bank. Also, the ISPS Compliance Unit making final preparations for a national drill. And a joint operation leading to the arrest of illegal immigrants. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Shashina Roll-Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, with the island of ABACO still reeling from the impact of Hurricane Dorian, the pace to rebuild has been slow but steady. For many businesses, access to funding has proven to be a challenge. The chairman of the Bahamas Development Bank, along with a team hosting a special town meeting to inform residents of the financial opportunities that exist at the B.D.B to help spur economic development. Chairman of the Bahamas Development Bank, Senator Quentin Lightbourne, says a visit to ABACO has proven to be fruitful as a town hall meeting to inform residents on the opportunities that exist at the B.D.B was greeted with optimism. The island of ABACO, while making a slow but steady comeback after being hit by Hurricane Dorian, is still in the rebuilding phase, as many businesses were affected by the Category 5 storm. Lightbourne says the B.D.B is looking to assist qualified applicants.
The visit on ABACO was very well. We had a town hall meeting talking about the initiatives by the Bahamas Development Bank to spur and jumpstart the economy of ABACO in terms of small businesses and being able to facilitate and help ABACOnians develop business plans and provide them in positions so that funding can be available for the Bahamas Development Bank.
He says the visit has been well received.
So the reception has been amazing. The reception has been good. We had a town hall meeting. We had over between 50 to 70 persons there asking very informative questions about possible loans, possible grants. So it's been good. We have a whole week. We were in Marsh Harbor on Monday. Then we went to the north last night, and then they're going in Central this afternoon. So it's been a whole week filled of activities, workshops, and clinics to help businesses throughout ABACO.
He adds that while the Bahamas Development Bank offers microloans and startup loans with a focus on the orange, green, and blue economies, the B.D.B understands the challenges that ABACOnians face.
So we're not limiting ABACOnians to whatever business is. Once it's a viable business, we'll be inclined to support and help funding for it.
The B.D.B chairman also noting that Grand Bahamians are taking advantage of the loans from the Bahamas Development Bank.
Yes, we have received a huge uptake from Grand Bahama, and we just recently approved some funding for 2 Grand Bahama businesses that will be made public very soon. So Grand Bahama has been in the front in terms of movement from the funding for the Bahamas Development Bank.
Now, if you are interested in accessing funding from the B.D.B, you can visit their website at www.bahamasdevelopmentbank.com. In other news, a repatriation exercise now underway for crew members on board the 2 Crystal Cruises vessels, which remain off the coast of 8 Mile Rock here in Grand Bahama. The 2 ships were arrested earlier this year for non-fuel payment. Now, the vessel's mortgagee is intent on selling the ships. Some cruise members were sent home earlier this week with another group planned for this Friday. Acting Port Controller Senior Commander Bernie Wright telling ZNS News that a manning team will remain on board the ship, and the number of crew members on board the vessels comply with international maritime standards. He says the mortgagee have hired a management company who is responsible for providing whatever the ship needs as it relates to provisions and taking care of the remaining crew. However, it is unclear as to exactly how the vessels will stay in waters off 8 Mile Rock, but the acting port controller admits that it could take a few months to complete. Switching gears now, board members of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce gathering to recognize business leaders who have made a difference over the years. Immediate past President Gregory Lirota says that they have been planning for some time now to honor these individuals and notes that they have placed a plaque at the entrance of the Chamber's office as a constant reminder.
It will be a constant and permanent reminder to future members of the board and members in general or visitors to this building of who were some of the founders of the chamber and who helped with the growth of the chamber over the years. We know that none of them would have volunteered to do what they did for recognition, but it's always good to let people know that you appreciate their effort, and so that's why we're here.
Expressing the Chamber's role in the community, LaRota maintains that Grand Bahama's business climate is gradually improving.
I think we're slowly starting to see a rebound, especially in the tourism area. Tourism is starting to come back in general to the Bahamas. It's not a government problem, it's not a Port Authority problem. All of us have to play our part in getting the economy of Grand Bahama to rebound.
Nightlife is returning to Freeport. This as a young man is investing in a new business just across from the International Bazaar that will feature a taste of the island life. Some say it is just another signal that the economy is making a turnaround.
If you were looking for a place that caters to a more mature audience, then Pineapples may be the place for you. The owner, David Hoyt, says he wants to bring a new flavor of fun to Grand Bahama through the bar and lounge.
We wanted to bring a nightlife, you know, for the older adults, you know, where we could have different themes throughout the week. Karaoke, we can do R&B night or oldies, you know, oldies goldies night. Just try to switch it up throughout the week, and then even on the weekends try to cater to the younger crowd for the nightlife.
The young entrepreneur's investments have allowed him to retire at the age of 31. Now taking on a new business venture, he's happy to invest in the local economy.
It's a blessing, it's an amazing feeling, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm here creating jobs. You know, I have multiple businesses over here, and at the end of the day, you know, it's jobs that we could actually help the Bahamian people.
Now you may ask, what makes this lounge different from the others?
We'll have a live band throughout the week. Tonight we actually have Sharad. Everybody knows of him, and then we'll have a DJ at the end. We have hookahs, you know, for anybody who want to lounge and just relax. And then also we'll have, you know, some music, you know, if people want to come out and dance, they could actually do that as well.
And as for food, he says in several weeks Pineapple's restaurant will be opened, which is next to the bar. He wants the establishment to be a one-stop spot for tourists and locals.
Well, my hopes is actually just to grow, get more of the, you know, the locals to come out, you know, as well as the, you know, the tourists when they come over to the Bahamas. You know, we want to make it a friendly environment. You come in, you have a lot of fun, regardless of, you know, what kind of genre you like in music, or what kind of, you know, establishment, or a place where you could actually just come and enjoy life.
He invites all to come out and enjoy the island's newest hangout spot called Pineapples.
Monday through Wednesday, we'll actually have from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, we'll actually have from 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. And actually Sundays, we'll kind of have like a bottomless mimosa type of, you know, vibe, you know, where people could actually, after Sunday dinner, they could come out and just relax and have some live music.
Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Meantime, the International Ship and Port Facility Security Compliance Unit making final preparations for a national exercise that will take place on Thursday, March 10th. The exercise is expected to promote emergency preparedness and test the country's implemented security plans and measures. Brian Burrows, PSFO and Inventory Manager at Bahama Rock, says that they just want to advise the public that they should not be alarmed on March 10th, informing them that this is just an exercise.
We definitely don't want anyone to go in a panic mode, and so we just want them to understand that this is an exercise. It's going to be held on the 10th, and so we don't want family members and friends to panic and think that something is actually happening. ISPS is really to protect the ships that goes into the United States. We definitely don't want a repeat of what happened on September 11, where the planes were able to fly into and attack the U.S. And so we make sure that any ships that come to the Bahamas, they are secured. We make sure that we have security in place so that no smuggling, no explosive, anything like that will go aboard these ships that are heading into the U.S.
Now, Borough says that they will raise their security level on that day, testing their response to the many different facilities, including the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Ministry of National Security's K-9 unit, and emergency medical services.
What's going to happen at Bahama Rock on the 10th is that we're going to receive information that there were some attacks in Eleuthera and also in Megwana. So we're going to raise our security level. Following that, we ourselves are going to be attacked. There's going to be an explosion on our facility and a fire. Again, it's only an exercise, and there'll be a fire. And then we're going to make those calls to the emergency agency.
Police on Grand Bahama investigating an armed robbery that occurred on Drake Avenue yesterday. Initial investigations revealed that around noon, an adult female was sitting in a vehicle along with female friends when they were approached by two masked males, both armed with firearms, who demanded cash. The woman reportedly handed over to the males a black grocery bag that contained her floral purse, and a Michael Kors clutch together contained $500 in cash, along with other personal effects. A male in the group was also robbed of his wallet, which had an undetermined amount of cash and other personal effects. The suspects then fled the scene in a white Honda Fit vehicle. Meantime, about 5 hours later, police returned to Drake Avenue after receiving a report of a male being assaulted with a firearm. Police tell us that an adult male was found hiding at the rear of a two-story apartment building complex situated on Drake Avenue. The male directed the officers to a bushy pathway and pointed out a black 2 Glock 31 Austria .357 pistol with a magazine containing 1.9 millimeters round and 2.357 live rounds of ammunition. An adult male was arrested. Police say the suspect is in the armed robbery. Police say, rather, that the suspect in the armed robbery occurred on Drake Avenue a few hours earlier. Also in news from police, Operation Midnight netting a group of illegal immigrants in the Xanadu area. Police are reporting that around 6 p.m. yesterday, a team of officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit, Intelligence Unit, Marine Support Unit, Bahamas Immigration Department, Bahamas Customs Department, and international agencies conducted a joint operation in the area of Bahama Beach, Princess Isles. Police say officers conducted a ground and marine surveillance in the canal where they located a 27-foot go-fast vessel with twin 250 HP engines. Now, the captain reportedly abandoned his vessel and jumped overboard in an attempt to evade the officers, leaving the throttle in gear. The officers were then able to disable the engines and rescue the captain. Additionally, officers then searched the vessels, where they discovered 11 illegal migrants, 2 Jamaican nationals, 2 Romanian nationals, 4 Brazilian nationals, and 3 Haitian nationals hiding in the forward cabin of the vessel. Now, a further search was conducted and a black travel bag containing a quantity of suspected marijuana was found. The estimated weight is 29.5 pounds with an estimated street value of $29,500. As a result, an adult male of Ponce de Leon Drive was arrested and is assisting with the investigation. That's going to take us to our first break. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.